I only just recently became aware of a game called TrackMania. I tried it on a friend's laptop in school and instantly fell in love with it. You see, I'm actually quite a big fan of racing games, but the ratio of good versus bad in this genre is just unparalleled, in my opinion. Under normal circumstances, one very important thing for a racing game is that it feels realistic. I have a steering wheel with a clutch and an H-shifter, which is what you'd find in a real car. And when I race, I want the game to work well with this hardware, otherwise forget about it. With TrackMania though, this issue becomes completely irrelevant. Even though I haven't raced with a keyboard for years and years, I don't care. For once, I even don't know whether a wheel is supported or not. I really think the creators of this series are onto something, and here's why. First off, the game is just downright addictive. It's one of those rare games that, from the moment you start it up the first time, you just know you're gonna have a good time. I haven't felt this way about a game for a long time, and there are so many pointless games out there that's just a waste of your time and money, and you can just feel that the creators of this game had fun making it. I sense a great mentality here, and that's important for a game. We'll get back to that. As I already mentioned, I don't play racing games with a keyboard because it's just not the way to control a car, and any game that goes with this for a primary option is just usually gonna have my immediate thumbs down and goodbye forever. But not this one. You see, I actually enjoyed playing this game with the keyboard. I can't explain why exactly, it just sort of works. Perhaps it's got something to do with the sheer speed and madness of it all. It just doesn't seem right to use a steering wheel. It'd be like eating an apple with a knife and a fork. It's pointless. Yes, it is kind of hard to play with a keyboard, but you do get used to it, just like you get used to how hard the game actually is. You'll find yourself crashing constantly, but never really feeling like you've had enough or want to give up. Well, eventually, of course you will, but no. The chances are, if you do crash, it's your own fault, not the game's mechanics. This is unusual, and for this reason alone, it's worth playing. But there are other reasons too. When I play a computer game, I care just as much about how the game behaves outside the gameplay as how it behaves in it. You might be thinking now, what the hell is he on about? Allow me to explain. When you start up most games, you get 152 intro movies telling you what it is you've just started, who made it, what they had for breakfast, and what kind of hat they like to wear casually. Sometimes it's even worse than that. Say you just started a game and forgot you wanted to send some hate mail to Apple. Maybe you just need to go on Facebook and tell everyone you know that you've decided to commit suicide because you couldn't find the right grapefruit in your nearest supermarket, and that it's now pointless to go on, or whatever. You press Ctrl Escape, and if you're lucky, the game minimizes without a hassle and you can go on with your business. Good for you. If you're a bit less lucky, the game minimizes, but it's still audible in the background. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but it's a bit annoying. Then there are the games that take 30 seconds, or won't even minimize at all. Now you have yet another reason to commit suicide, and all this because the developers of this game were arrogant and assumed that their program was the single most important thing on your computer. TrackMania 2 is not like this at all. It starts up quick as lightning, no intro, no waiting time. If you press Ctrl Escape or whatever might be your preferred button combo, you are back to Windows instantly. It's the same story when you're actually playing the game. You are never waiting for movies to finish or statistics of some race or whatever to go away. This I like, and I think it is much too underrated in these times. When you are as impatient as I am, you do not want to waste your time on waiting for such nonsense. Enough about that. I'm gonna move on to another key part of why this game is awesome. There are many nice things that make up a good game, but usually it's a combination of things that form some higher equilibrium. One of these factors are maps. They need to be good, and in TrackMania 2, they are. Sometimes you'll find yourself wondering where the road went, and I admit that the designers of this game may have been just a bit too creative in places, but generally it works. Some of the maps are absolutely crazy. Something I understand is a bit of a trademark for this game. Another important thing is music. Remember the Doom series? I'm not talking about Doom 3 here, but the older Doom 2, 1 and Ultimate and so on. Doom 2 had, in my opinion, some of the best music ever put in a game, and for that reason I still get nostalgic flashbacks and want to play it from time to time. The music in TrackMania 2 isn't as good or memorable as that of Doom 2, but it's really enjoyable and very fitting. It certainly complements the rest of the game. The graphics, of course, are nicely trimmed and shiny, as they should be in a modern game. There's really nothing to complain about here either. It's a good-looking game. Finally, what makes this game great rather than just good is the mentality it was created with. You can feel that it has a sense of humor. It doesn't take itself so seriously or try to be something it's not. It's an unpretentious and straightforward casual racer. And should you stray off course or feel like exploring a bit of uncharted canyon, don't worry, you won't suddenly be teleported back to the road magically and forced to focus on the main purpose, because the main purpose is just what you want it to be. There's freedom to go wherever you want, and the maps are big, really big. Some of them have walls of canyon that doesn't really allow you to go outside the main map or anywhere at all, but if your car could jump, I'm sure that there would be something on the other side of those steep walls. In this way, there are no invisible walls or barriers that keep reminding you that it's a game and that you're on a specific mission or crap like that. No, total freedom. Mind you, if you do suddenly feel competitive, you are in the right place. In addition to providing freedom to be a complete idiot, you can also race. A lot. There are 5 different track categories: black, blue, green, red and white. Black is the easiest, while white is the hardest. I would honestly say though that I don't feel it is this simple. Some of the maps in the easier categories can be quite tough, simply because you can't just keep accelerating all the time. All the categories have interesting maps, and if this isn't good enough for you, you can make your own maps with the built-in editor. Other nice things to mention are volumetric clouds. Although they are not exactly 3-dimensional ones, but more like 2D, 3D clouds. Sometimes I have LSD for breakfast, and that's why I love those clouds. A drive against yourself as a shadow opponent. This is standard in the game and is engaged as soon as you've completed a lap. It's great. Not exactly original, but it fits right in there. Split screen mode. Again, not original, but it's been forever since I've seen that in a game. It's only ever seen in good old games back in the days where local area network wasn't commonplace in the same way it is now. It's a nice addition, and I'm convinced I'll use it. As I said earlier, the game can be quite challenging. The fact of the matter is, my reflexes simply aren't up to the job, and I drive a motorcycle on a day-to-day basis and rely very heavily on them being good enough. Or maybe it was just a beer I had for dinner, I don't know. Anyway, I would recommend this game to anybody, simply because it's awesome in almost every aspect.